We'll discuss a line that Joshua Redman played with that album called, I think, Wish with Pat Metheny. This is when he was coming out for the first time. It was a big story. He left Harvard and, he took his chances with being a jazz musician. So, besides being son of Joshua Redman, already a successful jazz musician, it was a great environment for him, I guess, to be in that environment when he was growing up. So he picked up a lot of good stuff. And I remember people saying, he's so young, he's too good to be, at that age. But never mind. We're going to discuss a line he plays on this tune called Turnaround. It's a blues by Ornette Coleman, and it's got a different turnaround, but, he plays a great solo in that album, and I'll share you the link. But we'll discuss a specific line where he plays on 2/5 and turn around into the next chorus. It's a long line, but he uses a lot of the stuff that I talked about, a lot of the topics that I talked about so far. He uses diatonic substitutions, he uses chromatic enclosure, he uses diminished interval substitution, a backdoor dominant, in other words. So he uses them all in one line, and he makes it sound so good and melodic. Let's hear the line first. All right, great. So, as you can hear, I played on the 5th position. But you could play this, on other parts of the fingerboard. All right, let's hear the same line on a different position. This line covers the strings from 1 to 5. So you have another option to play the same line from 2nd string to 6th string. All right? Let's hear the same line in another position. So we could just transpose this, to other positions. So we can play it on the 3rd position, So the same line. Actually, you should play this in 12 different tones with different positions. And I have a PDF for that. And I'm going to give you a link at the description. Anyway, let's discuss it a little bit, okay? All right, what does he do? In the first bar, he basically does a chromatic approach to the 3rd of D minor 7, and then he does a half step from below, whole step from above to the root, and then after that, last 4 notes, and 3 of them are triplet, basically a D minor 7 arpeggio. I used to think they play a lot more complicated stuff, the masters. But even though it's arranged in such a smart way and the flow is excellent, they don't bring notes from the space and play different notes. They just use what's given in the history, in the tradition, in jazz history. All right, so they pick up whatever they did before them and then copy it and incorporate them into their playing. And then just like language, language changes over time, but you learn it from your parents, from your friends, and then it's a living thing. It evolves into something else in time. Same thing. But he uses chromatic approach tones beautifully, and it sounds so melodic in the first bar. And the second bar, he goes into a B flat minor 7 flat 5 arpeggio, which is a diatonic substitution for G7, right? And then he goes up a minor 3rd, and he sounds he uses sounds from B flat 7. All right, and that's also commonly used. I mean, diminished interval substitutions can be used in place of each other. So if you have a G7, you could use B flat 7, which is also called a backdoor dominant. If you're going to C, I mean, you could use D flat 7, a minor third above from B flat, or you could use E7 and use it for minor conversion to A minor instead of C major. All these are possible, all right? And he just goes up a minor third and he uses B flat 7. Let's hear that part again. Okay, and then on the turnaround, he uses 1/6, but he doesn't play C sharp, he plays C natural. He comes up with a beautiful big triplet at the end, all right? So basically, when you break it down, he uses simple colors, right? A touch from this, a touch from that, almost like, adding some spice to his line, all right? And he creates this beautiful melody, and it sounds so good. Actually, we shouldn't forget about this, articulation and the way you play it. What you play is almost less important than how you play it, And Miles said this. I mean, the note is 10%, he said, but the attitude of the musician behind it is 90%. How your attitude, how your approach is to the notes, they are great. So I would recommend study all these, understand the theory behind it, and then try to play it in different positions. Let's hear it in G minor. This time the line uses strings 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Now that we can do this, we can also do that in strings 1 through 5 in G minor and in other keys as well. Let's do it in G minor and hear how it sounds. Okay, as you can see, it's all related. I mean, everything you do is related, and you pour them into your library, and then you should be able to practice these until you can do them effortlessly. Meaning, practice one topic. So what does he do? He does this. He does this, right? For D minor. And then goes to third of G7. What if we did this in F minor? Right? And then goes to third of B flat 7. So F minor 7, B flat 7. Or what if we did this in C minor? This time we go to third of F7. All right, and then if we were to use the next set of strings that we could do this in, like strings 2 through 6, right, G minor 2, C7. Now the line goes to third of C7, which is E. Or you can do it here in C minor. Now it goes to third of F7. Once you realize what's going on, you can do this with other lines. I mean, you start like that, and then the end would be different. Just like we learn some sentences, we learn some words, but we, put them in order for them to make sense different every time, because when we're talking, like when I'm talking right now, I'm improvising. All right, you can download the PDF. There's also this application that I wrote. It's called Jazz a Minute, and the link is in the description. You can download it. There are a lot of lessons there that you can learn from. I'm talking about all these topics that takes place in this video, like chromatic approaches, substitutions, diatonic substitutions, diminished interval substitutions, backdoor dominant, and all, how to apply them, how to learn the technique. You might want to check it out. And it's got 8 levels, and the level 1 is completely free. And it'll give you a chance to understand what's going on with the app if you like it. All right, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. That helps me a lot. So that's about it this week.